Okay, people online, y'all should see when the finish line is in sight, the road gets longer, and that's what I'm talking about today. Guys, 2 weeks from the finish, skeleton burnt out. I already know. Some of y'all already let some things go. I already know. You ain't got to tell me. All right. So usually when people do something for a long duration, they get to a point where it's like finish line in sight, and I have less energy. Has anybody been through high school? Yeah. You heard of senioritis? All of a sudden you get lazier, a little dumber, right when you're about to graduate. Hopefully you don't do dumb stuff with your friends. Don't listen to your friends. And so that's what today's about, because this is one of the longer challenges that we've done. All right, so you guys have shown up for the last 4 weeks. We're in the 5th week, and I mean that's a huge accomplishment in itself, because in this challenge, we've asked you to do more things. Nick, you don't know, but the rest of these people know that we've asked you guys to do more things than we ever asked you to do. We brought in new things that we never asked you to do. Same thing you should do. But we weren't like the most engaging, the most creative. There's been lots of new things that we've done that I'm very appreciative of from all the effort that you guys have given us. And so what I'm asking you guys to do is to finish just as hard, to finish harder than you started. Because it's easy to start strong, right? You got lots of motivation, lots of excitement. Oh, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other. And then we get into it and it's 3 weeks in, it's like, dang, I'm tired. I got a baby. No questions. It will be next Friday. And then the week after that, we'll be getting your body scans. So we'll get your final body scans. We'll be doing your pictures, and then have a picnic. So I'll talk a little bit about that if Isaac doesn't let me forget. Okay. But what I was saying is we want to finish stronger than we started. Okay. So think about all that excitement, that momentum and stuff that you had at the end. And I want you to bring it. I'm sorry, at the beginning. And I want you to bring it to the end. And I'm going to talk about a couple strategies in order to make sure that exact thing happens. So if you still have momentum, I want that momentum to carry you through the finish line. About if you're running a marathon, do you want to crawl across the finish line, or do you want to finish strong? You want to run across it proud, chest out, or do you want to just, like, you know what I'm saying, drool on a little bit? What are we going to do? that is an important part. So as you do anything for any extended duration, whether it's school, a challenge, I don't know, pregnancy, that sucks towards the end, I hear, right? You don't have a choice in that one. But at some point you start getting a fatigue, a burnout, if you will. I'm getting all the people in. A burnout. And so, what? Yeah, so listen, let me tell you how I do things. You do work before you eat in my house, unless you're my wife, my son, or my daughter. But for the most part, the way I run things is that you do work first. You do your responsibilities first, right, boy? And then you get to have fun or eat. All right. These are already cold anyway, so it ain't gonna make no difference. And she's serving. All right, great. Back to what I was saying. Fatigue, burnout. You start getting tired. You start thinking about other things. Mentally, you might be thinking, "I've done enough. I've done all I can," even though we know you can do more, right? Or cravings start creeping back in for this specific challenge. We're talking about fitness and health, and distractions from life. I mean, it's been over a month, right? I'm sure somebody's went to a birthday party or some summer cookout or went on vacation. Did you do all of them? Is that you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So lots of life distractions. And those things happen throughout the year, whether we know they're going to happen or not. And so when we do these challenges, what I try to do is give you a short duration where you concentrate and just give me all that you can, and then give you a short duration where you get to have a little leeway. Whether you guys are taking advantage of that, I don't know, but that's my intention. And therefore, I'm getting myself prepared. Now, as those things are coming in, we need to be mindful they're going to come, or be mindful of when they're coming so that we can be prepared as it's happening. Because there's a quote, the last mile is always the longest. I talked about marathons. That's probably going to be a metaphor for this entire thing. But Mike, you ran a marathon or half marathon? 10K? All right. And mile, do you remember mile 3? No, that's the answer. When people run marathons, they don't remember mile 15, but they remember mile 26, the last one. The brain feels different in that last mile too. But on mile 25, it might feel like you're about to die. And so we need to overcome those things, all right? The reason why this happens to us, because we're human. And so physiologically, psychologically, and environmental reasons for why these things happen to us. Physiologically, your body is adapting to what you've been doing, and it's getting tired, right? Nothing's really changing, and it's just having to do these things, and it's getting time to think about how hard this is. And then when that happens, when it has more time to think because new things aren't happening, then that's when cravings start to spike or other thoughts start creeping in, and then fatigue starts setting in. Psychologically, motivation fades. Motivation don't last that long anyway. Motivation gets us going, but it doesn't keep us going. Determination is what drives us through. And so as motivation's fading, then we start having other thoughts once again. Not only that, but your gratification is being delayed. And in today's society, it's all about instant gratification. I mean, we got DoorDash, we got Amazon delivering stuff in a day. We got what is it? Oh shoot, we got TikTok, we got Facebook Reels, we got Facebook Stories, Instagram Reels, Instagram Stories, YouTube Shorts. I already said TikTok, but I'll say it again, right? All of that stuff gives us gratification like right now. If anything, if we wanted to, we could stay in our house, never have to leave and get everything we need. Don't do that. Like, we're gonna turn into Wally. Everybody sing Wally? Yeah. Okay. Don't get big sitting on like the chair that we're sitting in is going to exercise for us while it feeds us, while it shows us TV, right? We ain't got to wait on commercials no more. So instant gratification is huge these days, and it works for pretty much everything except for health and fitness. Health and fitness we have to work on, and we have to wait for those results. That's the one thing you can't fake. I mean, you can get surgery like that, but come out the same. The only way to truly get healthy is actually to put time into it, and that's delayed gratification. So it makes it even harder for us living today to try to get our minds around being okay with that delayed gratification. And then all of these things that are coming towards us are just forms of resistance. It's pressure, resistance, and that's what builds things. Ain't nobody got better from being comfortable, right? There has to be some kind of change, and you have to be put through something to get better. I tell my kids all the time, I don't say yes all the time because you need some struggle. Struggle is what builds character. So that's why I'm saying no. No. I hope y'all didn't eat y'all food yet. You know the reason why I didn't serve y'all yet. Yeah, the sauce is right there. That's the Big Mac sauce. That was the whole point. So what we'll do, we'll put it in the cup, let y'all taste it. Huh? I didn't want it to get soggy. That's why I didn't prep it that way. See, this is what happens when y'all start listening to Coach Vicky. There's lettuce. Lettuce can get soggy and multi. All right, anyways, so now that I told you why it happened so you can feel better about yourself that you're human, I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna get through it. And if anybody's in the chat, y'all just gotta listen. I'm not really letting them talk either. One of the things that helps us to get through these long durations of whatever we're going through is to remember to celebrate the small wins or the micro wins. He's happy about it. He's got a win today. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but when we were doing stats, what's one of the stats that we always have y'all report? Biggest win from the week, right? So that's to remind you that you have done something good. You were incrementally better this week than you were last week, because we're going to get to that ultimate goal. But in order to get to that ultimate goal, there's a bunch of successful steps that we have to take to get there. And I want y'all to be reminded to celebrate each and every one of those steps. So by remembering to pat yourself on the back every week for something you did good, that's going to help you get there faster. So feel better about it and continue making progress. The next thing is I got nutrition hacks on here. Stick to the food list, right? And prep easy meals. I know some of y'all are like, I want to have chicken, rice, and broccoli all the time. You ain't got to, because I don't do that, right? But keeping it as simple as possible is going to be key. Trying to prep and have things ready is going to be key. And if it's simple, then it's easy to prep. Complicated stuff, you'll prep it one time, and then you probably won't make it again for another month. And what are you going to be eating during that month, right? So another easy tip that I'll give you guys is go grocery shopping, buy your food, and eat before you go grocery shopping. That's key. But when you get home, go ahead and prep the oven so you can put the meat in there. Prep your protein, cut it up. Pick 2 proteins, pick 2 carbs, pick 2 veggies. You feel me? Prep all of those. Steam the veggies or microwave them, whatever you want to do. Cook the rice, the potatoes, whatever it is that you chose, and then cook the proteins. Chop up everything, put them in containers, and then guess what you can do? You can make 8 different combinations with those by just mix and matching the protein, the carb, and the veggie. Now it's not boring anymore. And we've been making all kinds of sauces. This sauce got yogurt in it. I'm just let y'all know right now. But it tastes like Big Mac sauce. So that means you're getting extra protein, low calories, and lots of flavor for your dry chicken. All right. I mean, if y'all kept your cups, you're gonna find out. I'll put it on your finger before you leave too. I don't really care. That's your finger. Now, by doing these kinds of things, and by me bringing in all these sauces and different ways that I'm using stuff, helps you to make your food fun, helps you to make your food moist, helps you to make sure you eat your food. All right. So that's the nutrition hacks, and then supplements. So supplements are helping you internally to optimize your hormones, to help you recover from these hard workouts that John be putting y'all through and all the burpees that he be making you do, and keeping your metabolism running the way it's supposed to so that we get there more effectively and efficiently, because our bodies be working against us, especially as we age. I'm over 30. I'll let y'all know right now. My body.
Oh, we couldn't tell.
Hey, I was told I look 26 by a 24-year-old. I'm just saying, these are all stress for my kids. Now, making sure you stay consistent with those things, they're going to make sure that our bodies are running the way it's supposed to, especially when we fall off a little bit. All right. In addition, especially for my people who have the fat burn, that's what we take in the morning, right? If you do that each and every morning, you're already doing something healthy for yourself as part of your routine, and it makes you that much less likely of falling off later in the day. So keep the routine consistent, especially when it comes to the things that you do in the morning. Got me? Next, accountability. So another thing that I've loved about this challenge is like we usually get engagement in our group chat and whatnot, but I swear there's been way more engagement in the group chat for this particular challenge. And so you guys leaning on each other, sharing ideas, sharing struggles in particular, that's going to help somebody else who's going through the same thing who hasn't said anything. It's going to help them be that much more stronger. And then every time I see y'all post something like that, all this support comes through. I'll be seeing likes and comments and hearts and some funny stuff about Starbucks today, but that's not the point, right? The point is that y'all are always there to support each other, and that helps you guys to be better because you're talking to like-minded individuals. How many of you guys have family members who ain't on the same track as you? They don't even care right now. Even though their health might be going south, it's not their priority right now. And by hanging around them, you love them, you got to, right? They still have good qualities. But depending on what kinds of things they're talking about, they're not going to help you with your battle because they don't even know what you're going through. It's like trying to quit smoking and you're still hanging around your smoking friends. You got to hang around people who are also trying to quit smoking so that they understand the struggle. Okay? So what I said all that to say, I appreciate you guys supporting each other. All right. Next is going to be a mindset trick. So okay. It's going to be a mindset trick. We want to think about how we might think about things. Usually they are closed off or closed thoughts that have negative connotations. Man, one more week. That'd be a common one that's coming up right now. What if we flipped that and made it more open with a more positive connotation and saying, hey, I got 7 more opportunities to win. 7 days, 7 opportunities to do something better each day. If we think about it like that, that changes your mindset. You start training your brain so it starts thinking that way. And then all of a sudden you start having more positive thoughts and more positive outcomes. You can do that in your daily life, regardless of what it is. Try to think about what is the positive that I can flip this into. And then you're going to train your brain to think like that all the time. It's going to take some time. All right. Especially for my Latinos. I'm going to call y'all out. Okay. But it's going to help us to start being better, doing better without even realizing it. Okay. And then the next one, I think this is the last one. Visualize the finish line. So I already said this in the beginning, and so I'm bringing it back now. Think about what you're going to feel like at the end. What you want to feel like at the end is even better. Again, I'm going to bring that marathon metaphor. We're going to go with metaphor. Analogy. We're going to bring back that analogy of when you're crossing the finish line, do you want to cross with your chest proud, or do you want to cross just getting by the skin of your legs, right? Which one do you want to be? Which person do you want to make proud? How are you going to make that person at the end proud? You got to fight now and get through that. Okay. All right. So there's things I want y'all to do. Hold on. Let me go back. Let's go back to the mindset trick for a second. No. I want y'all to think about something good you did in the last week. Isaac, what's something you did good in the last week?
I've really been sticking to like a good breakfast, healthy breakfast.
Good.
Egg whites.
You ain't gotta tell me all that. You've been sticking to a healthy breakfast, so you've been starting your day off right. That's good. That's hard. Yanni, you got in my eyesight next. What's something you did good in the last week? You didn't do it. I gave you an assignment. Think about something you did good in the last. I was serious. Nada. Okay, cool. Mike.
You know what? She likes beans, and beans are
Don't
good.
speak up for her.
They're good carb protein.
Mike, what's something good you did? Oh, supplement consistency. Very good. I'm gonna do one more. Who does not? No, you look too ready. Brad, you looked away. Ah, got him. Got him. No, I'll go back to Danny. What's something you did good in the last week? Pushing yourself to lift heavier weights. Very good. So I want you guys to keep being mindful of those things. And remember, the road feels long because you're getting better. You're leveling up. You're doing better for yourself. And so it's supposed to feel hard. If you feel too comfortable, we ain't doing something right. Okay. And it feels hard because you're on the right track. We put you on the right path. We gave you these extra things so that you can do things differently this time and put more emphasis on your health and fitness. 1 second. And then again, I want you guys to finish stronger than you started. And I'm gonna ask you to do one more thing. Yes, Kat.
I really plateau by right on 5. After class,
Yeah.
at night, 7 might go into bike ride.
Mhm.
So that helps break us up.
Nice. Very nice. Good.
And that's something like having a life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, very good. Kat, proud of you. So here's the last thing I'm gonna have for you guys. I want you to think about, and serious this time, all right? And you guys in the chat, I want you to think about something, pick one thing that's gonna be a non-negotiable over the next week that you're gonna do for yourself. And it could be something you're already doing, but I need it to be a non-negotiable, just one thing. You can slip up wherever else you want. Think about one thing, and then I want you to share it with the person next to you. That way you say it out loud, because there's power in words. So share it with the person, share it with Kevin, share it with T, Nick, you two, Los Tres, share, or you two share together. Oh, I got the wife and husband. Yeah, that's fine. Y'all can share together. You're gonna say yours out loud. And you guys already putting it in the chat. Very good.
We're gonna get you in the head. Move your head. That's when-
Cross the line dancing. I like that. Now don't start no conversations. Just share what you got to share. We're gonna bring it back. Very good, guys. Oh, Kill, yes. Okay. Everybody got their non-negotiables, and everybody told somebody, and then everybody in the chat, y'all see what everybody put, right? Plus, this is gonna be recorded. It's gonna be saved. I'm gonna have a whole line out of everything y'all said. The person that you told it to, I want you to hold the person that told you something accountable over the next week and check in with them to see if they kept it as a non-negotiable.